we have another 3 blind mice build for you guys today. We're going to be working on this 72 Ford Ranchero. So let's get started. Okay, so let's open this package up carefully. I'm not sure if I'm going to be using it when I finish, but let's take a look at this Ranchero real quick. It's a nice casting. I like the paint job on it. It's a shame we're going to have to mess it up. So I've already drilled out the posts on this one. We can separate it and take a look at all the pieces. And we're also going to use this one-seater rear engine setup from a buggy. I think you guys are slowly figuring out what I'm going to be building here. Looks like we're going to have to remove a section of the bed, though, to fill that buggy engine. And I think I'm going to transfer the Ranchero front end and rear end to this chassis. So let's go ahead and cut off the tail and the nose of the cutlass. There we have it, nice and clean. We'll do the same to the front, and then we'll have to do the same to the Ranchero chassis. So now we're going to drill a couple of holes in the bed to help us put our jeweler saw in there and cut out the shape that we actually want out of the bed, since we're putting the engine in the back. All right, so now we're just going to use the jeweler saw. We're going to cut out a square. We have it. Remove the section there. Now we'll just file it down and get her squared up. Came out pretty good. A lot better than I thought. So I made a steering wheel for this buggy interior. Our wall for the cockpit. Got it all painted up. And now it's time to take a little bit of this screen and start making windows for the Ranchero. Cut just a couple of squares and we'll try to form fit them in there. And hopefully they come out looking okay. This will be the first time I ever try something like this on a Hot Wheels. Now that they're form fitted in, we'll just add a little bit of glue and I'll set it with the kicker. And that should hold them in place. We'll kind of clean up the excess with a Q-tip. And let's take a look and see what they came out like. That's actually fitting pretty good. So I shaved a point in the end of this styrene tube, the end, to make little spikes. Cool on the MONSTERO. Styrene, and we're going to make some guns. Nice once we get them painted up. They look awesome. We got the chassis all painted up and done. Mate the interior to the chassis. Test fit, and it looks pretty good. Now we'll install the wheels. And now we install our chassis to the body. We've dirtied up the look of our Monstero. Turn the front bumper to the Ranchero body. Now it's time to add our spikes. So I'm going to add a little glue with a toothpick. And we're going to tweeze these spikes one by one onto the body. Hopefully we get them straightened out just enough to make them all look pretty good. As you can see, we're not going to be able to fit too many on the tailgate, but the rest will be going on the hood and the roof. Add a little more glue for the second spike. And we'll try and get that one on. I think it adds some nice detail to the body of the car. There you have it. And now I'm going to take this thin wire and we're going to take a styrene rod about the size of the roll bar, and I'm just going to wrap it around a couple times and then we'll cut it, and this will simulate a small form of barbed wire. Styrene and made a front shovel, some bracing to the back for mounting. Metal, and now we're in business. I'm going to glue the shovel onto the front of the Monstero. Put a little dab of glue on our mounting plate. It sets. It looks awesome. As you can see, I added a little bit of rusting to everything. Add the rest of our accessories. And our build is done. So here's our final view on our Monstero, our Gasland / post-apocalyptic / Mad Max-ish kind of build. I think it looks great. The shield in the front looks great. Nice spikes on it. I like the spikes right down the middle here. Kind of gives it a little attitude. Got some big ass guns. I like the spikes on the wheels. The cage for the windows came out great. And as you can see, you got 4 guns. Actually 6 if you count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 2 out the back. Those are for defense. And we got our barbed wired roll bar. Our rear engine, which is actually looks pretty cool back there. We have some lights under the rear bumper there and a couple spikes on the tailgate. A couple more big ass guns back here. It's sanded up and dirtied and muddied and you name it. I think it looks great. Had a lot of fun on this build. It's kind of fun when you don't have to make it perfect. Anything goes. Plus it allowed me to be creative, which I don't get to do too much with some of my builds. Here's a look at the bottom. So as you can see, it still has the Oldsmobile chassis marking down there. But as you can see up front, we swapped the Ranchero grille and rear bumper onto that chassis. It looks awesome. This thing looks like it's ready to tear shit up. Absolutely fun. I love this little Ranchero. I named it the Monstero But it's pretty cool. I'm pretty happy with this. My first post-apocalyptic type vehicle. Never done one of these before. And I almost felt like I had gone overboard with it. But in the end, it all kind of came together really nice, so I can't complain. I'm happy with it. Took about 4 vehicles to make this. The Donk 72 Cutlass. The wheels were from one vehicle, a buggy. The interior was from a different buggy, also that rear engine. And then you have the Ranchero itself. And the lights were donated from another Hot Wheels as well. Pretty cool. As you can see, still rolls around. Came out pretty awesome. So if you guys like the build, please go ahead and give me a thumbs up. I love to see how many thumbs up we get on these builds because it lets me know whether you liked it or not. Plus it helps share. And if you know anybody who hasn't subscribed, tell them to subscribe. We build nothing but cool stuff here, as you can see. And stay tuned. We're going to have a few more builds coming next week. That's it for now. Thanks for watching. Have a good one.